Hello and welcome to the 9th update video for Hell is Hand Productions. I'm Cameron Avesk Davis, your host. Obviously I'm the host, I own the company. What am I talking about? Anyway, so 2 weeks ago I didn't make an update video because I didn't have very much to update y'all on. I did post on Patreon as a public post explaining what all I had done, but it wasn't really much. And this week it's not that much either, but I did want to talk about specifically some goals for the future and some fears that I have. First, I'll do a bit of the updates. I am very close to finishing editing my novel completely. By the way, editing a novel is like really hard and it takes a long time. But I am nearly done with that. I'm on chapter 27 out of 34 or something. But I can really finish it up in a day because it was really the first half that had worse writing than the second half because it took me so long to write in the first place. So I should be done with that very soon, and I will be posting the first part, the first 3 chapters is the first part, on Patreon for patrons, so you can check that out soon. I'll be posting that tomorrow. Other than that, most of it's been world building and quest planning and whatnot for D&D. I don't really know how to exactly incorporate that onto Patreon, but I have been thinking of literally writing down what happens in each of the sessions and making it into like literally a short story serial. I think that would be really cool and a cool way to track what we've been doing and where those characters go and come from. But other than that, it's been a lot of sort of slow, not very much getting done. I've got so many projects on the docket, but it's been really hard for me to do anything. I haven't been very in the mood to write much for personal projects. Like I have a sequel to that novel that's 75,000 words right now, but 6 plots going on, and it's probably going to be 150,000 by the time I'm done. I have to write the next comic book. I want to get all the actors for the Star Wars comic book to voice act their parts so I can put that on YouTube. I want to release another Even Death May Die album, etc., etc., but it's been very hard for me to do it. And I think that main reason that it's been so hard, honestly, is because I have this tremendous fear of success. Everybody knows what fear of failure is. It is terrifying to put a lot of work into something and have it not work out. Like you put a lot of work in and then you fail miserably and you have to choose something else or figure out something, and it could, in a very real sense in this economy, kill you. For many of my friends who are completely working actors and they don't have a day job, if they don't manage to get a job, then they have to get a day job, which feels sort of soul-ripping, soul-destroying, or they have to just struggle and barely survive and starve. That whole starving artist thing, I mean, the fear of failure is a really big part of that whole thing. And there's a reason I graduated college and decided to make my own stuff, and it was because I don't want to do that. I would rather be in a comfortable position and make art on the side. That being said, here I am in a very relatively comfortable position in a house that I own and able to pay all my bills and make art on the side, and I can't sometimes bring myself to make any art. I am tremendously terrified of actually succeeding at all of this. If I manage to actually make it and make enough money every month to survive on just my art, then I will be beholden to the people who are supporting me, and I will have to make stuff on an actual reliable schedule all the time, or else I might not survive. And the idea of that life sounds terrifying to me. And it's very difficult for me to want to really become popular because it scares me. And I'm honestly not sure what to do about that. I have a tremendous problem being able to release anything on any sort of consistent schedule because I do work a day job, and every evening I'm too tired to actually want to work on any art. All I want to do is sit there and watch Critical Role or something. But I could be doing art. I could be like a few of my friends who just work on that all the time, like 80 hours a week. It's like, fuck. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I want to release all these projects and I want to have people like them and share them around and all that, but I don't know exactly if I want to make all my money only off my art. It is much easier just to go to a day job for 40 hours a week, come home, get a paycheck consistently every 2 weeks, and move on and be able to live my life and do art on the side, but it is not actually what I want. I don't know. All this is really hard because I have all these projects and I want people to like them, and I want to be well known I've always wanted that. And I sincerely think I'll probably get there as long as I keep releasing stuff, but it's actually terrifying what the future holds, because I don't know what it does. I've never been in that position before. I've never been making art and being able to make my living off of it. And I read some sad articles about creative jobs ruining the creativity because suddenly you are having to do it. Like it makes it less fun because suddenly you have to do it, and that scares me. But rest assured, still gonna make art. Whether or not I have these fears doesn't really prevent me from doing art and prevent me from doing anything, honestly. I can still make art as much as I want, and I'm gonna. Because I've got all these projects and I know some people are excited about them, and as long as some people are, great. I mentioned once that I'm gonna publish my book, self-publish it, because I don't really care if only 20 people like it. If 20 people buy my book, great, that's all I care about. And then I'm not beholden to a publisher or the success of that book in order to release the sequel, which I also am writing. So I think it's the best decision, because all I wanna do is make art. I don't care if I entirely become popular or whatnot. As I said, I'm in a comfortable position. I'm gonna try and release stuff on a more consistent schedule, but we'll see. It depends on my inspiration, and it depends on whether I can hold myself accountable to real deadlines. But anyway, I just wanted to actually say all that, because posting about my fears, I think, will be useful to maybe somebody who's feeling the same way, or whatever. Anyway, that's all for now. Do stay tuned for my book and future writings and whatnot. We're gonna keep just trucking forward, and I hope all of you continue to make stuff and making the world a more fun place, because all the gods know this place is a shit show right now. So, see you later. Keep having fun. Keep making stuff. Change the world.